Hello, my name is Yutaka Watanabe, tax accountant. Welcome to the channel, Tax Accountant Nabe solves your money problems. Today, I'd like to talk about the use of AI in tax audits. I would like to unravel the mystery behind a massive and extremely high-risk area of tax audits. Many people imagine a rather gloomy world where they struggle with sick accounting books, wait, anxiety for contact from the tax office, and endure long interviews. But in reality, the front line of tax audits today looks completely different from what most people imagine. What innovative approaches are being used to uncover corporate fraud and concealment? Today, we will take a fascinating look behind the scenes. First, let me start with a number 10. In 2024, the amount of additional tax assessed on corporations by Japan's National Tax Agency reached the highest level in the past 10 years. It was truly a record-breaking result, not seen in decades. At a time when the economy is changing dramatically and business models are becoming increasingly complex, how was such a record achieved? Surely, tax auditors across the country did not suddenly begin working 10 times faster. In fact, behind this historic achievement was one decisive factor that fundamentally changed the conventional wisdom of tax audits. Chapter 1: The emergence of AI models. The driving force behind the record. The answer is simple: AI. Japan's National Tax Agency no longer relies solely on traditional audit methods of the past. It has fully introduced artificial intelligence and is actively utilizing it in the field. A national tax authority, an organization many people would consider one of the most rigid and conservative institutions imaginable, is actually using cutting-edge technology aggressively to combat corporate fraud. Isn't that an exciting reality? So, what exactly has changed through the use of AI? Let's take a deeper look. I would like to introduce an official statement issued by the National Tax Agency itself. Using AI-powered predictive models, we identify corporations with a high need for audit, and tax auditors make the final decision regarding whether an audit should be conducted. This statement is not simply saying we use AI. Within this single sentence lies the entire mechanism that led to the record-breaking additional tax assessments of 2024. Let's focus on the first half of the statement: AI predictive models. These are systems that automatically identify corporations that have a high likelihood of requiring an audit. Considering the countless number of companies throughout Japan, it would be virtually impossible for human beings alone to manually identify every suspicious company. However, with predictive models, high-risk companies can be efficiently identified. almost as if a fisherman could instantly scoop only the desired fish from an enormous ocean. Thanks to this system, both the accuracy and speed of audit selection have improved dramatically. Chapter 2: Tracking fraud patterns, feeding data into AI. To detect cleverly concealed fraud, what data does AI use to become smarter? AI learning combines three key elements: past fraud patterns accumulated over time, corporate tax returns, and various types of information held by the National Tax Organization. Historical fraud schemes, hundreds of thousands of corporate filings, and numerous related documents maintained within the National Tax Agency are analyzed simultaneously. Cross-checking this enormous volume of information would take humans years to complete. AI, however, can process it in an instant and connect invisible dots. It is like a gigantic net that allows nothing to escape. Chapter 3: Human Final Judgment, the Ultimate Decision Maker. At this point, you may wonder whether AI is making all decisions and automatically targeting companies. The answer is no. There is an extremely important point to understand. Let's look at the actual audit process. Step 1. AI identifies high-risk corporations. Step 2. AI thoroughly analyzes fraud patterns and tax treatment, preparing supporting evidence for the need for an audit. Step 3. Human tax auditors step in and make the final decision regarding whether an on-site audit should be conducted. In other words, AI performs the perfect groundwork, while humans make the most important final decisions. These systems combine the tremendous processing power of AI with the careful judgment of human auditors. AI specializes in what machines do best: identify risks, analyzing massive volumes of data, and detecting patterns with exceptional speed and accuracy. Human auditors, on the other hand, are responsible for evaluating the background of each situation and understanding the true circumstances of a business, tasks that remain difficult for machines. This is not a conflict between humans and machines. It is perfect teamwork. This powerful partnership is precisely what produced the record-setting result of 2024, the highest level seen in the past decades. Now, I'd like to leave you with one question. As AI predictive models continue to evolve, how will corporate tax audits change in the future? Although 2024 marked the highest result in the past 10 years, I believe this is merely the beginning of a new era of AI-powered auditing. As AI technology becomes more advanced and begins learning increasingly complex data in real time, what will happen next? Technology continues to reshape and upgrade social systems. The answer to that question will undoubtedly become even more fascinating in the year ahead. Today, I spoke about the use of AI in tax audits. For more information about tax audits, please visit the website of Yutaka Watanabe Tax Audit Tax Accountant Office. I will continue sharing content related to money and finance. Please subscribe to the channel. Tax Accountant Nabe solves your money problems.